Good afternoon, ladies and gents. It's me, Frano. On a drum roll. Yeah, drum roll. Okay. This is just a kind of like a quick blog post about how well this weekend didn't go. Yay! I had originally planned to do like a load of videos yesterday, maybe a couple today, edit them, get the ball rolling. Yeah. Didn't work. No, not at all. It turns out that Fraps doesn't work well on Windows 10. In fact, it doesn't record sound whatsoever. And I didn't know that until kind of a bit on the late side. I'd recorded like a good 20 minutes of Minecraft work that I really liked. And I was like, yeah, this will make a great funny video. No, it didn't. There was, absolutely no audio. It was from Minecraft itself. My mic was picking things up fine, strangely, because it turns out there was two issues to that. Yeah, it was crazy. The first issue is that Fraps doesn't work correctly on Windows 10. It hasn't been supported since I think 2013. So the idea that someone would make it work with an operating system which at the time was not even conceived is understandable. It's still kind of got record Windows 7, Win 7 sounds on there, which is how you kind of pick up the sounds from the game. Yeah, I found a way around it, so it still picks up the sound, it thinks it's on a Windows 7 machine, and it's simple and works, which, in my eyes, is the best way around for these things. You don't want to overcomplicate something if you can put in a nice, simple resolve, in my eyes. Anyway, so, that was the first problem. The second problem was kind of hinted on a second ago. The audio jacks on my computer don't appear to work properly anymore. I don't know why or when or what, but they just don't work. Not at all. Not a bean. At first I thought it was my headset, my Turtle Beach headset. You can see that. That headset I've had for coming up to like 4 years. I'm very accident prone, so it's probably been sat on, thrown about, dropped. It's survived a move, everything, and it turns out that wasn't the problem. The mic is a little quiet. I find that when I'm kind of tidying up the audio on here, the mic is not great. But other than that, it's fine. Could be better, but it's not like terrible. But I thought it was the headset. I was thinking, yeah, this thing's old. It's Turtle Beach. I've got my money's worth. Not upset. So I bumbled down to like a local shop because I was determined to get you out a video by some point. Yeah, I was there, and I was like, oh, can I have a headset, please? And they were like, yes, you can. Ta-da! Because I live pretty much in a very good kind of area for shopping and everything else like that in my town now. Which previously I lived in the middle of nowhere with no internet. Now I live really close to everything, which is both good and bad. Woo! Anyway. I managed to pick it up. Got back here, pulled it all out, and was like, before I start recording, I'm going to make sure everything's set. And I spent like an hour just everything. I tried it in here. Unfortunately, there's no like mic jack, which I don't really mind. But the headphones were working properly, and the mic, I wasn't entirely sure, because it was one of those ones with a detachable mic that you had to like put it in. And I don't like those. I like just having it attached. Anyway, it was there and it was not working, and I'd gone through everything. I'd updated drivers, I had reinstalled, uninstalled, everything you can think of, And it just wasn't working, and I was getting so annoyed, and I was like, well, maybe it's not the headphones or the headset or the mic that's at fault. Perhaps it's the middleman. Maybe it's the jack. And it appears to be so. I've got like a little USB audio jack to USB converter, and it's been a lifesaver. It's managed to let me record 2 videos worth of stuff quite easily, and it's just a little trooper. Definitely using that from now on. So I managed to get that going, managed to trick Fraps into working on a Windows 10 machine, and so that was most of yesterday. Which, to top it all off, in the morning I had a small child turn around and look at me, look at its mother, look back at me and go, is that a lady or a man? And I'm like, that's cold, child, that is cold. I know I don't look good with my makeup not done and my hair not done, but damn, that's cold. Depending on how my skills are, I may flash a picture up, just so you can see what the child saw. The poor thing. Oh, I hate kids. Apart from one, my niece. My niece is good. She's cool. She puts pegs on people. Yeah. She's the kind of toddler I like. Not the point. Because I like her. She's my niece. She's amazing. Not the point. So, Minecraft is currently being transferred to an external hard drive so I can work on this here, along with Thomas Was Alone. So we're getting some movement there. This will be out in 10-15 minutes, and that was another problem I had. I wanted to record this through my video editing software, but it's sped it up for some reason, really random intervals, and you have to pay through the arse for support. I might have a look around and see if there's any user-run wikis or something, and see if there's anything on there. But at the moment, it does so much nicer things with the camera. The actual image it produces is a lot nicer than what I'm using at the moment, and that is something I would like to improve on. So other than getting a better camera and better software, I want to see if what I've already got does a decent job. So sorry for the poor quality pictures at the moment. So yeah, that has been my weekend trying to get this back into swing. Other than that, let's see what else has been going on. My lovely man has been away visiting friends in another state. I am currently in a long distance relationship. He is amazing, but he's also a very long way away. The local fare is just not my cup of tea, shall we say. But he is away, which means that if you live in a long distance relationship, you tend to time yourself around when they're free, so then at least you can have some form of conversation on Skype or Messenger or something. So throughout my recordings, you may hear this bing off its little head. Yeah, so sweet. And normally I would be messaging and Skyping him in the afternoon, because that's when the west coast of America kind of starts to wake up, and he's available and I'm available, and we can just have a good old natter. But he's currently visiting some friends, so one of the reasons I've been able to spend a whole weekend on this non-stop is because of that, along with the fact that I've got cooking and cleaning to do, as anyone who lives by themselves has to do, because there's no one else to do it. So, with that lovely note, I will leave you guys. I hope you have had a lovely time doing whatever you're doing. I have had a lovely time finally getting you some content to a point, and I shall leave you be. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, have a lovely week, and you will see my mug quite shortly. Thank you.